So I want to introduce to you are exercises that emphasize being love, not doing love. So we're so often educated about love being about doing. So it might be like, question, how do you know so and so loves you? And you might say, well, because he does this for me or she does this for me. It's always about doing. But I want to actually focus on being. So without further ado, I want to start off with a first technique, a self-love meditation. So if you're, get ready just to like sit comfortably, and I want to start introducing you, first of all, to biogenic energy. So the concept of biogenic energy is just going beyond just the physical aspect, the skin, and a concept that your energy field actually emanates beyond just the skin. So a first introduction to that is you're going to take your hands. So you're going to take your hands. I'm going to get a little closer, and you just rub it like it's cold, and you just warm up your, and then you just let go. And initially, it's just the friction of the heat. So just put your hands like right across from each other, and then feel it when you move it off center. And you put it back on center, and you notice there's a difference. Like when it's right across, you can feel that. It's like a little heat, it's a tingle, and you move it off, you don't quite feel it. So there's something in there. And like if you allow it to separate even further, it's like now maybe I'm almost a foot apart. You can still kind of feel it. It's like interesting. So this is an energy ball. So now you're seated. And what we're going to do is just keep holding that energy ball. So I'm going to sit down myself here and hold that energy ball there. And notice now, actually, if you were to try to squeeze that ball in a little bit, it actually pushes it back. So it has like a pressure to it. So you can move your hands across and you feel the ball. And so I want you to just allow that energy ball to naturally expand and push apart. So as you do that, it just naturally expands. And the ball is now like a big bubble, and it's like, it's actually starting to encompass your body. So I want you to just allow it to expand. Allow it to expand, and then it surrounds and encases your entire body. And so once it's encased your entire body, then you can put your hands on your side, on your lap, close your eyes, knowing that you are contained safely in this energy ball. And then I want you, your eyes are closed, I want you to imagine, and just, you can look around the room with your eyes closed, just even based upon the memory of the room that you're in, what it looked like. Just look around. Look around the room with your eyes closed. Imagine that you are an energetic spiritual being in this physical body that's seated, and you can actually turn your head without actually physically turning your head. You can look around the room. And now I want you to rise up out of your body. So you're going to rise up out of your body and look around the room again. And I want you to turn around so that you're facing you, where you're physically seated, and you're looking down at you. That's you. And just look around you in perspective to the rest of the room. You can actually walk around the room. So you can just take a gentle or gradual sojourn, just look around the room. You can walk around the room even though you're still physically seated. Now I want you to walk back to where you're seated, but I want you to walk behind you. So you're standing behind you where you're seated. And look down at you. That physical person in that seat, that's you. So I want you then to crouch down behind that person and hug him or her. Just hug. And notice, what's that like to hug this physical being that's in front of you, giving your love. And then I want you to notice, so let's switch perspective. You're now back into that physical being, physical body seated in there. But notice there's this energetic being behind you, hugging you. That's you. That's you hugging you. Notice, what is it like to be hugged? And then we switch perspective. Now you're back to that energetic being there. And you're hugging, back to hugging yourself, the physical you. Yeah, I'm just noticing again, what is it like to hug you? Hugging that physical person that's in there, who happens to be you. Giving your love. Now I want you now to crouch closer so that your mouth is next to his or her ear, the person sitting down. And imagine you're whispering words of love. And words of love would be something like, I love you so much. You are so courageous to have gotten to where you are through all the things, all the unique challenges that you've had to face that nobody else has had to face quite like you've had to face. Nobody else could quite understand it, except for me. I do. Nobody else has been with you all the time. I've been with you every second of your life. So you're saying these words to this person. And now switch perspective. You're back in the physical body. And now this energetic being, which happens to be you, is saying these words to you. I love you. You are so courageous to be here right now. The journey that you have gone through that is unique. Unique challenges that nobody else has had to go through quite like you, the way that you needed to. And there's so many times that people have maybe taken things for granted. But I haven't, because I was with you. I know everything. I know everything. I know all the subtleties of the hardships and all the challenges. I love you. I am always with you. I was always with you in the past. I am with you now. I will always be with you in the future. So notice, what is it like to receive those words? You're receiving loving words from you. And now, I want you to, so you're switching back to the spiritual, energetic being, the one that said those words. And I want you then to stand back up. And you're looking down, back upon yourself, that physical person. And I want you to walk in front of the person that's seated there. And you're going to sit right back down, back into your physical body. So just sit down, back into your physical body. And now your perspective is you're you, both energetic and physical, one being, seated in this chair. And you're surrounded. Remember that energetic bubble that we expanded? It's still there holding you, except now it's absorbed all this love energy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to reach out to the edge. So you reach out to the edge of that big bubble of energy around your body. And you're going to just gently start squeezing it. So it's like this big balloon. It's kind of like trying to push back out, but you're squeezing it. And as you squeeze it, the energy is getting more intense. And as you squeeze it, push it, pull it out in front of you, your hands should be, let's say, maybe 2 feet apart. So the ball's getting very intense. And then squeeze it down to, let's say, it's 1 feet apart. Very intense. And squeeze it down further. Oh, it wants to push back, but we squeeze it until it's about the size of a baseball. Very intense, bright energy. Bringing this bright energy of love. And now bring it closer to your chest. Just hold that energy ball right in front of your chest. Now it's about the size of a tennis ball. And when you're ready, just push it. Push that ball straight into your heart. So now you have both of your hands pressed on your heart, pushing that love energy into your heart. Just breathe that in. And then when you're ready, you can wiggle your feet and open your eyes, and you can decide whether to keep your hands on your heart or to put your hands down. This is a self-love meditation. This is an example of being love. It has nothing to do about what you do, what you achieve. It is not dependent upon what anyone else thinks or says. It's just simply you and you. Pure love.